Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Medieval Engineers Planet. I'm the Radio Man 03. It is awesome to have you along. I have gotten started on our stockpile stone carts that we're going to be able to push back and forth actually into the mine. And I came up with a cart, nothing fancy, and I'm obviously starving. Okay, hold on. Goulash to save the day. Nothing like a little goulash in the gut to make you feel real good. Back to tab, there we go. So this little cart behind me here, you can see it's got wheels on it. I tried to use the catch blocks only, and I just don't like how the cart rolls. I built one, and it's real clunky and makes a lot of noise, and this one moves nice and smooth. Now I have come up with a different idea for my track in here that I think is going to be helpful, especially when it comes to walking back and forth through here if we're not using the cart for some reason we're running through the mine area here. So I think I like what I've come up with. So let me go ahead and show you what I've got going on here real quick. Hope everyone's doing great. I'm doing fantastic. First and foremost, thank you so much for all your support of the series. You're fantastic people, and welcome to the new subscribers. It's great to have you on board. We had a barbarian, and I've got to say the barbarian was moving very oddly. Very oddly. I don't know if something changed with them, but he was all jittery and stuff. It was really weird looking. So down here we have a bumper end. Now this is where I want these to end. We're going to be able to grab out of the stockpiles here, put in the stockpiles here when of course the stone cart is sitting in this area right here. And I did make another sled cart. It's got 2 stockpiles on it. Now there's a couple of things I don't know. Am I going to be able to push 2 stone stockpiles? I do not know. But what I do know is that I like the track idea I've got over here, and I'm sure it's not a new idea. No way do I claim to have a new idea on this, but it's just the one track, and it keeps that one side of the wheel kind of trapped back in here. Now, I don't know if it's going to stay trapped back in here, though. That's the thing, is we're going to have to see if that's going to be the case. It's kind of a little hard to do this from the wall side. I guess if I'm far enough out, it works all right. I'm not sure if it's going to want to jump the track. Now, originally, I was putting this track down the other side, but as you can see to my left, we have an entrance up into that mine area there, and I've been wrapping my head around something up there, and I'll tell you what it is in just a second. Give me that timber back. Number 8, and voila. I'm thinking seriously, I don't know if I should or not. My thought was to put in some kind of a farm in here to where I would push a plow all the way down to the other end, and then the plow would kind of go into a wall, sort of a void down at the other end. And then I would push the cedar all the way through here too, and then the cedar would go down into that area as well. And then, well, see, I'm not sure how these things work because I've never used them before. Is the cedar something that I could drag across the ground, plant all my seeds, and then bring it all the way back down here and park it and leave it here? And then on the other side of what is the plow would be the harvester, so I would drag that back when the crops are grown to their fullest, and it would park down on this side. You see what I'm saying? So I push. First thing I do is I push the plow all the way down, okay, and it plows the ground. Then I would come back, or we'd put this on some kind of a system like we've got the carts out front there. Then what I do is I pull the cedar all the way through here, and it seeds everything we want. Pumpkins, cabbages, we just have a variety of seeds in there, and it just plants them all the way down, okay? Then once I'm down there, I pull the cedar back here. The cedar comes back this way. I don't know, will that unseed the land that we seeded? I don't know if it will or not. So that's a question for you guys right there. And then when everything is grown, I go down there and I take the plow, and on the back side of the plow that we push this way, we have the harvester now. It's on this side, and we push it back this way, and it harvests all the crops. So that is my question for you guys. Is that something that you think would be feasible and work? I don't know. I do not know, but I do know that I hope that I can push this whole guy back with the stones in it. I wanted to build the cart with you guys on camera, but I'll be honest with you, it takes me a long time to even get the cart design put together. It really does. It takes me a while to see it, so I apologize that I don't build the carts with you. Maybe a little further down the road when I'm a little more comfortable with it, I'll be doing more of that. But yeah, that's just me being straight up honest with you. This is the 3rd cart design I've come up with, and it took me, oops, missed the stairs. It took me forever to come up with it, and it's finally at an area that I'm pretty happy with. It looks nice, and it rolls pretty good too. But like I said, the catch blocks, I just don't like how they react. It's very clunky and jumpy, and I don't like that. it makes me feel like I'm breaking something every time I roll it, and I really don't want that that sound happening, I guess, is what I'm thinking about here. Now, the other thing is when I come down this way with these guys, now I've got the staircase on this side that goes up into the main building. So there is that to take into consideration, too. But these tracks aren't something we can't just step over the top of either, you know? Over here, I think it was going to be just a little awkward to go up this way with the track right here. The stairs is right there. But here on this side, we can actually get that taken care of. We can get up there easy. You know, just up and over and bam, we're on up. That works pretty good for me. Let's go ahead and put one of these guys. Come on, you little sucker, you. Hey, there you go. That's it. Full timber, huh? We don't need a full timber here. We could just go with... we do need a little something here. I need to be right here, I think. And Y. There we go. And that should stop it when we roll it down this way. I think. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and put... Let's put something like that right there, just for the heck of it, just because... Yeah, just because. There we go. That's the reason my kids used to always give me, right? Why'd you do that? Because. Okay. As long as you got a good reason for it. As long as you've got a good reason for it. What's wrong with me here? Come on now. Oh, there we go. Success. Okay, so let's roll this down and see. I think if I had to, I might be able to put a second timber down here. I don't know, let's roll this out a little bit and take a look and see. But I do believe that the one rail in here is going to be okay. Now, if I put another timber in here, that's going to butt up against the catch block. So what I've got here, let's take a look at this real quick. What I did was I placed a full-size timber straight up, and I put a number 3 across it, okay? Then I did 2 straight full timbers out and a 3 across. So that's what you got here. That's the frame this is sitting on. Nothing more than that, okay? This is just 2 timbers with a 3 wide timber on the front and a 3 wide timber on the back. And you can see these guys sit in just a little ways from that. And I could actually add another piece of bumper on here, but I don't think we really need that. And then underneath, I put 2 number 3s coming out from the center here. You can see what this is, the middle of this right here. You can't get in the middle because it's 2. You got to have 2 for the catch block, so you can't be in the center. But I thought the back side of this is better for support, and then the front side of that side is better for support when it comes to putting the wheel on. So I've got a number 3 here, a number 3 here, a 3 there, a 3 there, and then now that it's way up high in the air, and this is built at the top of that first timber that we lay down. You know, you've got to have, as I've mentioned before, you have got to have. Let's get one of these out here real quick. The sun just went down, as a matter of fact. You have to have it like this, okay? So then we did a number... Here, I'll just do it real fast for you guys. Those of you who are wondering. A number 3 right here. And then we're going to go back out to a full timber. Like, this is so picky. Okay, alright. Alright, fine. We'll control and scroll. That there. And then we did another one right here. And then I did a number 3. On the end, just like that, okay? And then you put your stockpiles on top, get them nice and even, and then you just come back like this, and like this, up front, up back, like that. And then you can take and put your catch blocks. I believe I have an extra one in here. Yes, I do. Zoop, there we go. And I used the extended catch block on this one, because I wanted some axles on that cart. So I put that on that side, one on this side, and filled in the gap with the wood, and then that pulls it out far enough to where the wheels can sit on the side without touching this right here. If you don't do that, it's going to rub up on the side. So that's how I made the cart. And look at that. It actually rolls really well. I mean, it's not going to be going very fast, right? Oh, I love that. Oh, look at how close it is to the stone ceiling too. That is really awesome. I want it. You know, it's bigger. It's a bigger cart than I had originally planned to have in here, but I kind of like the size of it. It does make the whole thing look, I think, pretty cool. The size of it, I do. Let's get some stone and see if we can actually push this guy. God, I hope we can push this guy forward. I hope. And like I said, we're not going to put the rope drums on this because we're going to have to constantly be moving this back. Constantly. Back and back and back. So there's no point in putting those on, at least not at this point in time. Now, somewhere down the road, once we get this dug all the way through the other side of the mountain, and we decide if we want to build something over there, then that's just kind of cool looking because we made it through the other side of the mountain, then perhaps we put it on the rope drum. Because once we dig a tunnel all the way through here, and we've got our flooring placed all the way through here, we're going to want to branch mine off to the side. Therefore, we're going to have the carts coming through, and they're going to be, stopping of the side branch mines. And so then we could possibly put the rope drum on there. You ever notice and watch how much stone you get? Like that was a 3, that was a 3, that was a 2, a 1, a 3, or a 2. You don't get the same amount each time you hit it with the pick. And we've almost got one full. But the cart isn't anything fancy. None of my carts really are just yet because I haven't really played with them too much. When it comes time to play with carts, it's almost like I forget what I did the last time I was messing with a cart. But it's coming together a little bit better for me. It's working out better. I probably shouldn't sell myself short on it. I've built a few carts now. I built a killer cart, literally, as you recall, killer cart. Yeah, I'm a little doubtful that I'm going to be able to push this. I hope I can. If not, then we're going to have to make just a cart and go about it that route and have just one. But I was thinking 2 is better than 1, and then my goal is to be able to fill 2 of those in my inventory, because typically when I'm digging stone, I take everything out of my inventory except my food and my pick and my sword. Everything else is gone in a chest somewhere, because I don't need it. I can protect myself with the sword just fine. Yeah, we're going to dig this out right here. You can see I've already got 2 blocks sitting here waiting to be made for the flooring. So let's make this. Let's take this over here. We need 7 more stone. That's 3. That's 9. Okay. Oh, we could use 2 more. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Let's see if we can. See if we can push this back. We're gonna take this off of here. Oh no! Come on, please, 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 please roll. Please roll. It's starting to roll. There it goes. There it goes. Oh my god! I can actually move 2 carts full of this stone. I wonder if there's a better way to get this down here without it going kaboom like that. Don't run me over, please. Well, once you get that momentum going, you've got to keep it going. I wonder if I use an empty hand and right-click on this, if that'll work better. Okay, that's probably a better way to get it going. Let's see. We can do this all day, huh? Rubber banding? Okay, so we don't want it doing that. We don't want it bouncing back. We want it to stay put once it gets down here. How do I alleviate that problem? Wow, that's a good question, huh? I'm a little surprised it bounces and starts rolling back like that. Come on, out of the way. I mean, it's not that big a deal. It's not like it's bouncing back very far, but it'd be better if I was thinking, okay, if I put like a rope eyelet on here on the front and another one here, then when the cart got here, I could rope it and tie it off. The thing is, I'm going to lose that rope every single time, and that's just a waste of resources right there. Boy, that is a tough one. Let me see here. Let me do this again. Empty hand, 0. Whoops, don't get in there. You're going to get crushed. Okay, that time it stopped. Okay, that's good. So I can push it. That's a huge plus in my eyes. I could push a double cart full. Now, if I have my inventory full as well, I could probably fill up almost 3 of these jumbo guys down here, right? I would think about that much. So this is going to work, I think. This is going to work just fine. Oh, by the way, Keen Software House did have an update today. It is a patch day today, just a bug fix and stuff like that. So bugs were fixed today. But I think that's going to work. What do you think? I think it's very simplistic. My other concern with it where it is right now is that the barbarians might be able to get to the edge here and bang on it, but I don't think so. And I don't want to dig the grass out because then I lose my grass, and I like the way the grass looks. But I don't think they're going to be able to get to that. Eventually, they won't be able to get anywhere in this area. We'll block it all off. But I do believe we've got ourselves a little cart system. And then we empty it down here, so it's lightweight, and I can push it all the way back there. But I think the track is going to work out just fine because that wheel stays in there. Yeah, that's going to work. Okay, awesome. Looks like the sun is getting ready to come up. Inventory. What do we have? Okay, we've got some stuff on us. Let's do this. Let's grab all of this right here. And we're going to go on down this way. I put a cart down there at the end of that loading dock just to have, or a chest, I mean, just to have a chest. Let's drop all that in there. Yeah, that's going to be, I think that's going to be pretty handy for us. Yeah, we need to go up. We need to go up. So, it happened. We have a wildfire burning. It is, it has actually destroyed, I'd say probably a good dozen homes. And it's in my area where I have to report on it, and it's truly sad. People's houses have burnt to the ground, and you know, it's because of people. It's people's fault. They built a campfire and they didn't put it out. I mean, how would you like to be that guy that knows that you did not put your campfire out and you started a wildfire that is now causing people to have to leave their homes, and you know, their home is been destroyed by the fire that you built. And that's just, jeez, man, I would feel like such an ass for something like that. That's for dang sure. We were actually working on this little thing right here, huh? So there's a little project, huh? We got a little tiny project done. And then, like I said, we'll just keep adding on to it, and then we get the mine dug all the way through, and we start branch mining. We can hook that thing up to rope drums and pull it back and forth, and it should work out just great. Yeah, there we go. That works for me right there. I knew I heard thumping. Hey, buddy boy. See, look at him. See him? Look. Something happened. Something happened with the barbarians. They're different now. They're very. Look. See, he slides. He's not running anymore. He's kind of sliding across the ground. He doesn't actually look at me. Look at him. Freaking out, man. You are freaking out, dude. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with them. So they're gonna have to do something to fix these guys. Hey, what's up with all the punches? Yeah, he's got some problems, this guy here. Yeah. Oh, I've got room for it. There we go. Yeah, there's something happened with the barbarians in this last update. Bug fixes were done, but there's a new bug in town, and it's got the barbarians acting all jittery. I want my stupid barbarians back. I want them back the way they were. I like them the way they were. Gotta have my barbarians. They're important to me. So, with the mine now set up like that, this is going to be a tremendous amount of help for us to get projects like this done to where we can get stone in and out of there really fast, I think. I think it's going to be great. Do I need... Oh, I sure do need one down here. Let's go G. Let's get the big boy block on. So that's my world right now. Mm-hmm. Oh, there you go. Right there. That's it. There you go. That is correct, right? Yeah, it's 3 wide. And so, you know, not only has it caused evacuations for about, just under 300 people, but now they've actually evacuated a couple more areas because today, tomorrow, and on Thursday, today's Tuesday, by the way, we have 30 and 35 mile an hour winds going on. So that means we are going to have, what happens is the firefighters are out there and the wind blows and it takes an ember and it throws it a mile down. And now they got to go catch that ember and where it started a fire. So it's just so senseless. It's a totally preventable problem. Totally preventable. Barbarians seem to be loving this area right now lately. This seems to be their spot, for sure. Oh, I thought I saw something. I did not see anything. What was the other thing we were talking about doing? I just wanted to get a load of stone out of my inventory right there. I think that works out pretty good. I'm going to work on that wall myself. I probably won't have you guys go through the wall and look at that. But let's get... how's our stick situation? We have that many. Let's get a few more sticks. Let's go take a look at another project that we're going to get started on here today as well. I wasn't really planning on it, but what the heck, let's do it. We don't really need the stone out of this cart. We've got 2 stockpiles back at the house. Back at the house, all full of stone, so we don't need that. We just need the sticks. Zoom, down we go. What is... I'm hearing different... I feel like I'm hearing different sounds. Yeah, there's things going on in my head. Let's do that right there. I figured out why my headphones were softer. I'd somehow turned the volume down on it. Either that or one of the cats came up and rubbed on it and turned it down. The other thing we talked about in here is a kitchen. We did indeed talk about a kitchen. And I think I'm going to remove this door so we can't go out that door anymore and nobody can come in that door. Let's move this. I would say let's put this in the middle of the room, but I don't know that there actually is a middle of this room. Right? It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it is... Well, it's 5 with the curve, so this would be about the middle right there. So I guess we do have kind of a middle here. Let's do this. Let's take this one out. Oh. Here, barbarian. Number 2. So. We do have a block down here, so that's a good thing. No, we don't. Okay, we do definitely need a big boy block right down in here. Number 6. We're talking about doing a kind of an oven out here. We did it in the last season. We actually made a stove type thing, which was, I thought, pretty cool. So let's go like this. We're gonna need this guy right here, and this guy right here, and we're gonna need number 7. Yeah, that works. Let's knock this guy into here. Perfecto. We got that big boy block underneath it, so our structural integrity is doing fantastic. And then we're gonna put... Is that good, or should I bring it out one? You know what? I don't think I can. I think if I put it out the other way, the door will open on the inside, the shutter. I believe. Okay, so what if I go back into there? Z. There it goes. Yeah, now the shutter's opening in. I think I would rather have that open out than in. Let's do this. Come on. Keep breaking it. Sorry if I'm a little out of sorts today. It's been a long day, for sure. You know, it's nothing but wildfire talk. Fire, 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 fire. That is literally the only thing coming out of my mouth. Oh, and we had a couple of plane crashes, too. Both two in the same airport. Nothing big, just, you know, off the runway. Damaged, landing gear and stuff like that, but it was just weird. You don't usually have two airplane crashes in the same day with two pilots that walk away from the plane and say, oh well, sorry about that. It's just, you know, it was just kind of weird. It's just one of those weird things you don't expect to talk about. Okay, so this is opening us up to the outside air for sure. I have a feeling if I put a block across this right here, we're going to have some trouble with that. It's going to make the roof look weird. Possibly. Yeah, it's just going to... No, that's pointing out. Okay, that's what I wanted to do, right? It is pointing... Yeah, it's pointing in towards us. So I wanted to do that. So let's get another number 7. Let's hit Z. Oh, Z again because I hit the wrong button. Okay, that's in the back of the room. There we go. I mean, it wouldn't be the end of the world if a barbarian fell in here, right? Come on now, let me have that. There it is. That's good. That's good. We'll have to come up with something for that. Okay, that's there, and we need some metal parts. 8 of those right here. Oh, we need 2 timber as well. That's okay. We can get this almost completely built. Oh, we cannot. We need the timber. Okay, so that's going to go there. So we do need some timber. Come on. Yeah, we don't have any up here. Good news is I've not had any barbarians up in our actual, I guess, base, our castle here. They've been out. They've stayed out. Boy, we're blowing through this stuff quick, aren't we? We don't have a stone one or any kind of metal stuff that we could use to maybe mimic this, but we could do the best we did. This is what we did last episode. We put in sort of the same sort of a stove, but it was a little different. We'll go outside and figure out how we're going to patch up the top part. So if I go inventory, let's get number 4 out first, and let's finish this up. There we go. And I go 8. And I come across like so. I'm tired of using that little fire pit in the other room. Come on now. It's like I can't see it. There it goes. Something like that, okay. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we have a extra campfire up here. We do. Awesome. Let's see if we can get that to actually sit on those timbers. I hope it does. Come on, baby. Oh, awesome. Okay, beautiful. Then you close the doors. Okay, now we got ourselves a nice little stone oven in here. Yes, indeed. Let's go... Z. Z. Oh, that's just going right into the wall. I wanted it outside along it. Okay, so that doesn't look like that's going to work. It's going to want to put it right into the wall there. That's kind of a bummer. Yeah, that's kind of a bummer. That is work. Well, they just evacuated 2 whole towns because of this fire. That is pretty scary. So it's going to be another busy day tomorrow. Busy for the firefighters, too, that are putting their lives in jeopardy. Just because somebody didn't put their campfire out. How ridiculous is that? I'll tell you how it's very ridiculous. Okay, let's go up. Let's go up above. It's very disappointing. Very disappointing. Let's see here. Okay, so let's come up here. Let's do this way here. Let's see what happens when we tack this together. Is this going to really mess up the roof, or is the roof going to just... Oh, it's going to blend right in with it. Oh, that's nice. Okay, I love that. Okay, that's good stuff. This is our chimney. Coming out the top. I would laugh if a barbarian were to fall into this. That would be so cool. And wind up being inside our oven. That would be awesome. Yeah, I can't get to that from here. I've got blocks down there that I never removed. Let's grab a little bit more stone. We'll get this put in. And we'll build a couple of things for that room. We don't need too much more. Well, let's grab a little bit more than that. There we go. And I think we can come off this side here. That one's all put in, and we're working on this one here. There we go. I think if I do this again. I'm willing to bet a barbarian just might fall into that. I wonder if I can do one in the back there to keep them from doing that. Keep me from doing it too. And this could be like a little cage eventually for one. And voila. I'm real happy it did not mess up the roof. It looks like the roof stayed together very nicely, and we've got ourselves a chimney coming out the back that smokes up into the hillside, so that's awesome. Oh yeah. And we get ourselves a little cooking area right here. Light. Oh, that's sweet, huh? Okay, beautiful. I like that. That's good stuff. Okay, let's douse that. There it goes. Will not let me light that. Okay, so also, what else are we gonna need? We're gonna need a big table. Sorry, I'm a little distracted with what's going on at work right now. It's unfortunate. I'll make it up to you. I promise. Where's our... There it is. Right there's the big dining table. 3 timber. I made one of those on accident. A timber stockpile. We're going to need one of these in the mine area anyways, filled with timber, just so we can have timber handy, because we're going to have to keep swapping out the floor. That's going to be a thing we're going to have to do. I am going to take that door out and that staircase out over there, so we're going to put this guy right here. Yeah, like that. And then I believe I could make 4 or 5 chairs. Can I do one more? I can do one more. Nice. They don't have to be perfect, right? People get up and get down out of those chairs all day long. We got the food right there. And then what I'm going to do is, you know what? We'll work on this next episode because, yeah, I'm running out of time here today, and I got to go check on work because, you know, it's what I got to do. The real world is calling upon me. Next episode, we'll finish this up and get started on something different. Haven't made up my mind yet, but we will work on something else. Don't forget I asked about the farming idea. What do you think of that? I hope you like our little cart system that we have now down below. I think it's going to work out pretty good for us, and we should be able to get quite a bit of stone down to the stockpiles and then get them rolled into storage pretty quick, at least much faster now. Instead of running back and forth with only a inventory of stone, I can bring 3 inventories of stone down here. So that is going to be a pretty sweet deal. So as the sun rises on this Medieval Engineers Day, I want to say thank you so much again for all your support on the series. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, hit that like button for me. Comment, subscribe, and share. I'm the Radio Man 03. Have an awesome, a fantastic, and a superb day, and I look forward to talking to you again next time.